God tells Joshua to come to Shiloh, place the tabernacle here. This becomes the center of the 12 tribes. Hi, I'm Eliana, and welcome to Ancient Shiloh. We're about to embark on a journey through time. We're going to be going back 3,500 years in time to the time that this was Israel's first capital. Follow me. For 40 years, the children of Israel were wandering through the desert with Moses leading them. They crossed the Jordan with Joshua bin Nun, enter Israel, and establish Israel's first capital city here in Shiloh. For 369 years, this is the center for the 12 tribes. So how do we know that this is Shiloh? When an archaeologist comes to an ancient biblical site, they have a dream to find three things: a reference in the Bible, an inscription, and the preservation of the ancient Hebrew name. Here we found all three. Let's look at the verse in the Bible. In the book of Judges, chapter 21, verse 19. ויאמרו הנה חג השם בשילה מימים ימימה, and there was the festival of the Lord from year to year in Shiloh, אשר מצפונה לבית אל, which was north of בית אל, מזרחה השמש למסילה העולה מבית אל שכמה, east of the highway that goes from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Livonah. The highway, we see today the modern Highway 60 is in the exact same location as the ancient biblical highway. So that's how we know that this is Shiloh. But what's really significant about Shiloh is that the tabernacle stood here just beneath us. The tabernacle was a portable temple for the 40 years in the desert, and here it's a semi-permanent structure. Here for almost 400 years, this is where the children of Israel congregated 3 times a year and was the center for the 12 tribes. Walking through ancient Shiloh, you can feel the history. If you stand here long enough, they say that you can still smell the incense from the time of the tabernacle. I'm holding 3,500 years of history in the palms of my hand. These are pieces of pottery that belong to Jewish families that came here 3 times a year when this was Israel's capital and the site of the tabernacle. They'd offer their offerings and break the dishes. We found hundreds of pieces of pottery in our backyard, just behind me, over here. We live overlooking the site of the tabernacle. Every time I come here, every time I pick up these pieces of the pottery, it's truly exciting. If you're familiar with the story of Hannah from the book of Samuel, then you'll realize that this is where prayer began. Hannah stood here 3,500 years ago and spoke to God. Eli, the high priest, had no idea what she was doing because before that time, people would come to offer sacrifices. There was no prayer. She's granted with a child, Samuel, who grows up here in the Mishkan, here in the tabernacle, becomes a prophet, will later anoint King David and build Jerusalem. In addition to exploring the archaeology in this site, we have this beautiful museum. There's a great movie that tells the story of the biblical site. We have a beautiful picnic area. If you have more time and like to explore our beautiful region, the region of Binyamin, the Benjamin Regional Council, you can hop into an ATV, drive through the gorgeous vineyards, stop off for a swim in one of our beautiful springs, and continue on bike or hiking through the mountains. We hope to see you soon here in Shiloh and in the Binyamin region. We're waiting for you.